Okay, it is 5:30. We have video and audio, we're recording. Call the meeting to order. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions, of the open meeting law, GL Chapter 38, Section 18. And Governor Healy's March 29th, 2023 revised order extending remote participation by all members in any meeting of a public body. This meeting of the Select Board will be conducted both in person and via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information and the general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and our parties with a right and a requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the town's website. Committee members and members of the public may attend this meeting in person or remotely. Instructions for remote access can be found at the top of the agenda. Every effort will be made to ensure that those attending remotely can access the proceedings in real time via technological means. Pursuant to MGL 7C 38, Section 20F, after notifying the chair of the public body, any person may make a video or audio recording of an open session of a meeting of a public body or may transmit the meeting through any medium. At the beginning of the meeting, the chair shall inform other attendees of any such recordings. The town is recording this meeting and I believe CTSB. I see no one else on recording. The listing of agenda items are those reasonably anticipated by the chair, which may be discussed at the meeting. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed. Other items not listed may be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by law. Let's start with Select Board's announcements, statements. Ben.
Just want to be the first at the table to congratulate Lee on her victory last night. Thank you to everyone who came out to vote in the election and to our poll workers for running again a very smooth election.
Let's see, who's down there, Garfield?
Yeah, I just wanted to congratulate Lee and just lament a little bit about the fact we'll be losing Mark and Lee. The people who worked really hard, with great effort into it. I appreciate working with them. You know, we're early, we'll still work together again, but it'll be hard to replace both of them.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly what Garfield said. So I just wanted to congratulate you and that was a well-ran thing you did the last handful of months and really proud, like you said, sat next to you for this time. So yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you to the board. I mean, I'm so grateful to have such a great colleagues on this board, and it was a long 9 months. And I'll miss you guys. I'm not going anywhere for a few months, but thank you, and thank you to everyone out there that voted for me.
Yeah, congratulations. We've worked together for 6 years here, plus time when you were on the finance committee, and you're going to be missed. But on to bigger things. Maybe not better, but bigger. We have new business, a driveway permit. Is there anyone here?
I can't see
mine. Let's see here. Is there anyone here? Just raise your hand if you are here for the driveway permit.
I think it's notified.
Yeah, and sometimes we do 5:30 meetings and maybe that's confused them or something. Is anyone interested in doing this without the applicant? Usually we have questions and there are conditions that Joe's recommended, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna pass over this. Okay. Citizen speak time. The newsletter. Eileen.
I was just wondering whether, I gather that Lee is going to resign after you become an active state rep. Will you be replaced in a special election, or will there just be a vacancy until May?
I'll let Lee answer the first part. I'll answer the second.
Okay.
So what I am planning to do is resign as of December 31st of this year.
And we haven't talked about this as a select board. It'll be on the next agenda. My recommendation will be, Eileen, that because there are only 4.5 months between Lee's resignation and the next election, there's really not time to get papers out and replace her, so my thought is we'll end up with a 4-member board, but that's not cast in stone. We'll discuss that and vote on that at the next meeting.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Eileen, you got anything for media time? I think you probably took media time. Seeing no one. So we're gonna convene into executive session and not return to open session. So under MGL chapter 38, section 21A3, for the following purpose, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation. An open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares, which I do. So Lee, do you want to make the first motion?
I move that the board meet in executive session pursuant to MGL Chapter 30A, Section 21A3 for the following purpose. To discuss strategy with respect to litigation against the town concerning host community agreements for marijuana establishments, Theory Wellness, Community Growth Partners, Rebel, and High Minded LLC Farnsworth, Middlesex Superior Court Civil Action 248-1 CV 00693, because an open discussion may have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the board and the town.
Do I have a second?
Second.
It's a roll call vote. Ben.
Aye.
Garfield.
Aye.
Eric.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
And I. B, under this, executive session under MGL chapter 38, section 21A, for the following purpose, to consider the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real estate regarding Housatonic Waterworks. If the chair declares that an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the negotiating position of the public body, and I do declare. Go right
I
ahead.
move that the board meet in executive session pursuant to MGL Chapter 30A, Section 21A for the following purpose. To consider the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real estate regarding Housatonic Waterworks, because an open discussion may have a detrimental effect on the negotiating position of the board and the town, and not to return to open session.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call. Ben.
Aye.
Garfield.
Aye.
Eric. Lee.
Aye.
And I, it's unanimous. Eileen, you had a question before we leave.
No, I did not. Oh,
Okay, you're here.
I
Your
didn't
hand's up.
realize my hand was up. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, so we are going into executive session. Take care, Claudia. So I can. Mark, I can completely go out of this, right?
Yeah, you can just shut it right off.